Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Billie Talking, and today I would love to share one of the most magical saying in my life to you, for it really means a lot to me and creates a lot of miracles in a lot of important stages in my life. And I also see a lot of people believing in this saying, and eventually they become who they want to be. And that is fake it. Oh, sorry. Fake it till you make it. Like many children in Asia, just like Erhan mentioned before, I also grew up learning piano. And to be honest, as an amateur piano learner, I did achieve a lot of certificates and achievements. For example, I got my performance diploma from the Royal Academy of Music when I was 13 years old. And also at the age of 16, I became the youngest candidate in Asia to take a teaching diploma from the Royal College of Music. But in fact, I've always had a little bit hearing problem with my ears. The year when I was 13 years old, when I was preparing for my performance diploma examination, I realized that I had been studying piano for almost 10 years, but I never been able to identify every single note just by hearing. Let me just give you a very simple example. For a student who has been studying piano for only 1 year, when you play a do to them, they can exactly tell you what you are playing. And the scariest thing is that during my performance diploma examination, one of the contents is to do the listening test. So while preparing for the exam, I felt very anxious and also very sad and was worried that maybe I would never have the chance to pass the exam. But as I always said to my friend, one of the luckiest things while I was learning piano was to have my piano teacher. At that time, she said something to me that really means a lot to me until today. She said that during the examination day, just fake that I know the answer clearly and just immediately tell the examiner the answer. I was very puzzled and I said to her, but I simply couldn't hear exactly what each note is. And my answer was most likely wrong. How can I just pretend it I know the answer? But my teacher said to me, that is not the point, because there will only be two different circumstances. For the first one, I get it right. The examiner will think that I'm a very good candidate because I tell them very immediately. And the second one is that I just get the answer wrong. The examiner will also think that I was a very good candidate because I just immediately give the answer. But maybe I'm just a student that occasionally make mistakes. This way, the examiner will also have a very high impression on me. Listening test is just only a small part of the whole examination. Even if I get this answer wrong, it won't make a very big difference to my total score. I didn't fully understand what she meant at the time, but I did what she said. In every mock exam, I pretended I was very confident, and with my knowledge and my intuition, I immediately told the examiner my answer. And to be honest, to today, I don't know exactly how I got it right. But I just knew I had faked that I was a very confident candidate with answers in my mind. Eventually, I passed the exam and got a performance diploma from the Royal Academy of Music. So fake it till you make it. I have always felt that this saying has words like magic and has helped me to create a lot of miracles. When I was only at 13, I may not have known the answer or the secrets behind this saying. But today, after experiencing a lot of things, I think I'm going to share what is the secrets behind this saying to you. And to start with, fake it till you make it. It doesn't mean by just blindly pretending, but having a role model that you want to imitate and move step by step towards a better you. In China, the internet industry is a very competitive industry. And because it's growing very fast and it's very young, and to be honest, their pay is very attractive. So there are a lot of young people are dying to go into this industry. And of course, I'm just part of them. So back in the year of 2020, I finally got my wish to do the intern at one of the top internet unicorn company in China. This company is ByteDance Technology. This company owns TikTok, also is one of the most popular applications in China and also around the world. And at the time I joined ByteDance, I was an HRBP intern, and I work for talent hunting and also talent mapping strategies. Here, I need to share some very interesting facts that about doing hiring in internet industry. In fact, while in the reality, we need to actively reach out to qualified and potential candidates in internal, also in external talent pools. And most of these candidates are actually not that interested in our company or in the position themselves. This kind of actively reach out activity, we call it making cold calls. So the most important and also the most challenging step in my job becomes how to get these kind of how potential candidates who are not totally interested in our company or in our position to want to know more about our company, want to get interested in our position, and also accept our interviews. And believe me, this is not an easy job. Most of my candidates are very happy with their current jobs. But the work still need to go on. So I approached my leader, who is also the head of our recruitment team. And I told him about my difficulties. He told me that, why don't you just fake that you are exactly the head of this recruitment team? I was very shocked because I feel like, is that even possible? Because I just joined the company. He said, of course it's okay. By faking that I'm the head, I can observe and see how he handles recruitment information and how he communicates with different kinds of candidates. So I just quietly observe him to see what he's trying to do before he's trying to communicate with different candidates and what kind of information he would gather before he's going to making cold calls. And also, I will observe what kind of topics he chooses to start a conversation. And even more, I will imitate his different voice tones and his voice beats. Gradually, I feel like I'm becoming more and more confident and oriented. I practice more HR hands-on skills while pretending to be the head of the recruitment team. And I had more confidence and a sense of purpose than I as a normal intern. Fake it and I make it. Ultimately, in less than 5 months, I recruited more than 200 employees for 18 different teams at TikTok. And I went from being a very novice HR intern who knew nothing about recruiting and was afraid to say anything to the best intern in our team. And also, I got a return offer from TikTok. Fake it till you make it, pretending I was an HR didn't make me a real HR head in less than 6 months. But in the process of imitating and practicing over and over again, I was always moving step by step towards better. And it just gave me a great sense of purpose and direction. In other words, faking that I was an HR head just made a better me. Also, fake it till you make it, it doesn't mean that you need to trick others, but you need to magnify your strengths appropriately. So after I finished my HRBP internship, I wanted to join the PR industry. However, I was not a communication-related student, and I had never had any PR-related experience before. So I started thinking that how could I stand out in this highly competitive environment? And to be honest, there is a PR agency that I've always dreamed to join. It's called Weber Shandwick. Weber is one of the best for PR agencies in the world, and it also helps China government bid twice for the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games and also 2022 Beijing Winter Olympic Games. The saying, fake it till you make it, kept echoing in my mind. I started to think about what kind of people, what kind of intern they are trying to seeking for. So I did a lot of desk research. I found that although they set a lot of requirements on their job description, what they are looking for currently was an intern with very good translation in Chinese, English, and French, and also the ability to adapt to high intensity work. So even though that I know there are a lot of candidates who have communication backgrounds, who have worked in different kinds of PR agencies before, I just need to make a point of emphasizing that I was the person they needed most at present. So throughout the whole interview, I demonstrated how good my ability to translate from Chinese to English and to French, and how I could adapt to work intense and long hours. Fake it till you make it. I didn't fake that I was a perfect person, whom I am not. I just made myself the person they wanted me to be by amplifying my own strengths. Indeed, I scored on 8 on my IELTS test, and also I studied in France before. And I used to work in an internet company, so the intense work is just a piece of cake to me. Eventually, I make it. I became an intern at Weber Shandwick and entered the PR agency as I always dreamed for. I'm so proud that I've helped a lot of Chinese companies such as Tencent, Ludi, Oppo, etc. to promote and grow across the borders. Even to today, I moved from Shenzhen to Singapore so as to continue my education. I'm still a freelance copywriter in both Weber Shenzhen and Singapore office. I'm very proud that I fake it on the day of interview. Just try to overcome your fears, amplify your strengths, and maybe you are the right person for the job. Moreover, fake it till you make it, and this could provide you with a bigger dream. I've shared 3 different stories about myself, and here I'm going to share one story about an important person in live streaming industry. And this man is Mr. Li Jiaqi. In last year's Double 11 festival, he live streaming for more than 12 hours continuously, with more than 200 million people in his live streaming room, which ended up ultimately transaction value of more than 10.6 billion RMB, equal to about 2.3 billion Singapore dollars. But such an influential live streaming anchor didn't achieve success just overnight. Back in 2018, when Li Jiaqi first started to do live streaming, there were only 79 fans in his live streaming room, and you can see how bad the environment at that time. However, Li Jiaqi didn't give up. He said, "When I haven't gained so much fame, I tried to fake that I was. Pretending that I was getting a lot of attention from all the fans was because I believed that was my goal. One day, I want to be the most popular anchor in China, and I'm sure I will be." He faked it and he made it. Because of this assumption, he has a bigger goal. And because of this goal, he needs to work more seriously, interact more actively with his fans, and create more exciting content than other anchors. Today, indeed, he makes it. And even people who don't know how to shop online will know Li Jiaqi's name. And Mr. Li Jiaqi has long become what is in his imagination. Fake it till you make it is not about to let yourself be immersed in fantasy, but to give yourself more space and possibilities. Compared to other people who dare not even think about it, people who dare to dream and dare to make it may become a better version of themselves. And finally, fake it till you make it. I mean, just pretend. Why not? It's a super cool attitude towards your career and to your life. Let me just have the story of Rihanna to end it. I know you're all familiar with her songs, and also her beauty brand called Fenty Beauty. Rihanna is also now the richest female musician in the world. However, she did not have a smooth ride in her business venture. All the way to her business, she also suffered a lot of doubts and criticism. In one interview, one reporter asked her, "What do you do on those days that you feel like you are not that confident or fearless or powerful?" Her answer was very simple and firm. "Pretend. Fake it till you make it. I mean, why not? It's either that or cry myself to sleep. Who wants to do that? You wake up with puffy eyes that the next day. That's just a waste of tears." I really appreciate this kind of attitude and have always made this saying as my life's credo. And indeed, I know jobs and works are so hard, and sometimes life also sucks. I talked a lot about how to fake it till you make it during work, but the truth is, so is life. You can always use this saying to cheer up yourself in life. When I decided to do this topic today, I reminded that my best friend has sent this sentence to me before, and I think it's quite suitable for me to do the closure. It's from Tolstoy, from his book, War and Peace. The most difficult thing, but an essential one, is to love life. To love it even while one suffers. Because life is all, life is God, and to love life means to love God. We all face bad weathers, and we face flights that don't take off. And sometimes, even worse, we face the separations between us and our family members, our loved ones, and our friends. But life still needs to go on. I know the pain of this, but the thing is, even in these dark moments, you can still believe in this saying, fake it till you make it. Continue to love life, or at least pretend to do so. Until one day, you will gain strength and your power again. And time will help you to wash it all away and just let you get back to the track. eventually you will still be surrounded by all the beautiful things. And right now, at this moment, if you ask, hey, Billie, are you feeling nervous today? To be honest, I could answer you immediately. Damn, of course, yes. Facing all the outstanding students sitting here and facing the camera and even putting myself on YouTube channel, of course, I feel very, very nervous. But see what happened in the last 18 minutes? I pretend I'm not, so I think I make it. I didn't forget a word, and I share all the precious moments that I want to share with you. So see, fake it, and I make it. And this really comes to the end of my talk. I'm so glad that I can have you all with me spending this very precious 18 minutes together. And I sincerely wish you a very bright future and a very happy life. Thank you so much.